Hello everyone, welcome back to our SOLIDWORKS course. In this video, we would be learning about some basics regarding. Once you launch SOLIDWORKS, this is the interface that you would be greeted with. Here, we can see that we have several options over here that says File. You can use the options over here. You can access this part to toolbar. For example, the Features toolbar has all PRT. Hello everyone, welcome back to our SOLIDWORKS course. In this video, we would be learning about some basics regarding SOLIDWORKS and we will also be introducing ourselves to its user interface. Let's not waste any time over here and move to SOLIDWORKS. Once you launch SOLIDWORKS, this is the interface that you would be greeted with. Here, we can see that we have several options over here that says File. You can use the options over here that's a new and open in order to create a new part or to open a previously created part. Next we have View and Tools that we will be taking a look at later. Next over here we have a dedicated new button. If you click on this, it will show this window to you. We have three documents that you can access. You can either create a new part document, a new assembly document or a new drawing document. All of these are differentiated with their file extensions. A part file is being saved with the extension of .sld prt. The assembly document is saved with the extension of .sldasm and the drawing document is saved with the extension of .sld_drw. Let's say for this video I will create a new part. You can click on this part and click on OK, or either you can double click on this part in order to create a new part. Once the new part has been created, you will be greeted with this new interface. Here you can see that we have several toolbars over here, or also called as tabs, which house all the features or tools required for the specific toolbar. For example, the Features toolbar has all the tools and features required to create 3D models or 3D solid models from 2D sketches. If you move to the Sketch toolbar, you can see it houses various sketch tools that we use in order to create our sketches. Next we have the Surfaces toolbar. It houses all the necessary tools that are required to create the specific surface you want for your product. We have the Sheet Metal toolbar over here, which houses the specific sheet metal tools and features that you can use in order to create a sheet metal component very efficiently. Next we have the Weldments tab, which similarly houses all the weldment features and so on. Once you have been introduced to these toolbars over here, now we will move to this section of the screen. Here you can see we are into the first tab that says Feature Manager Tree. If I move my cursor over here, you can see that it shows me the name for the tab that says Feature Manager Tree. In the Feature Manager Tree, we have several things like the sketch planes. We have 3 sketch planes in SOLIDWORKS, namely front plane, top plane and the right plane. We can use these planes in order to create our sketches. You can use these planes as canvases to create your sketches. Next we have the origin. All these planes and origins are called as reference geometries. You can use these references to create your sketches. And why this is called the Feature Manager Tree is because when you create several features for the part, the features will be added one by one under this origin over here. From here you can manage all your features. Next we have the Property Manager, which as the name says, it will help you to manage all the properties. All the parameters regarding that property would be shown over here. Next we have the Configuration Manager, wherein all the configurations that you create of the part would be shown over here. Configurations are nothing but iterations or variations of the same model. Next we have the Dimension Expert and the Appearance Expert, or rather the Appearance Manager. As the name says, their work is similar, that is, they help you to manage your dimensions and this helps you to manage the appearance of your product. If we move further and move back to the Feature Manager tree, you can see over here we have 3 planes. You can choose any of them to create your first sketch. In order to create the sketch, you simply click on the plane and click on this option that says Sketch. When you click on Sketch over here, it takes you in this sketch mode. You can see we are into the sketch mode, which has been confirmed by these two over here. This is to discard the sketch and this is to exit the sketch. We have all the sketch entities over here. If you want to exit the sketch, you can simply press on exit sketch and get back to your normal mode, or rather the graphical area over here. Let's now learn about customizing these toolbars over here. If I go to the sketch mode, you can see that here we have several sketch tools and sketch entities, but these are not all of them. In order to access this, you can go to tools, and from here you can select sketch tools. You can see this is the list of all the sketch tools that you can use. But it would be difficult for you to go to tools, then sketch tools, then access these tools. For that, what you can do here is that you can right click. You have to right click over here on the toolbar. You'd go to customize and you go to commands over here. Let's say now we go to the sketch commands, and you can choose from all the sketch commands that you want. If you want to add any of these sketch commands, what you do here is that you can simply select any of the sketch command. Let's say we select this sketch command that says extend entities. I will click on it, select it, and simply drag and drop it over here. You can see this is how we have added a command, or rather a tool, to our toolbar over here. You can add any sorts of toolbars over here to customize your toolbar. I will click on OK, and this is how you have customized your toolbar. Now I will explain you about the mouse wheel and how you can use the mouse gestures. Here on the screen, if I press the right mouse button and move it around slightly, you can see that it is showing me several options over here like this. In the part mode, you can see these are all related to the views. If I move this over here, let's say for example, I will first unhide these planes. For that, I will click on any of the plane and then click on this eye that says show. I will do this for all three. And now you can see that they are all being shown. Let's say if I right click my mouse button again and move it slightly until this wheel is being shown, you can see that it is showing me several views. For example, if I move my cursor upwards, it will take me to the top view, which was shown there in the circle, or rather the mouse circle, by the icon. If I again turn it on, you can see that this one option says isometric view. This will set it into the isometric view. In order to guide, or rather aid your views, we have this triad over here, which shows all the axes which your part would be following. The Y is shown in green, X is shown in red, and Z is shown in dark blue. According to these, you will know in what plane you are sketching. Let's say if I want to sketch on the top plane, I would be sketching on the ZX plane. So this is how you determine in what direction you are creating your sketches. Let's now move to this heads up toolbar over here. You can see that we have a heads up toolbar which is used in order to access your commands quickly. Let's say here usually I like to add tools that will help you in order to optimize or rather iterate or change the appearance of your model. For example, I have added this tab over here which helps me operate the view orientation, or rather set the view orientation according to the way I want it. You can see if I have clicked on this icon over here, it is showing me a cube, and whichever side I select, it will set the view according to that plane. Similar can be done by pressing the spacebar. If you press the spacebar, this cube would again be activated and I can select any face of the cube from which I want to take a look at my 3D model. You can also customize this toolbar in the same way. You can right click on it, go to customize, and from the commands over here, you can drag and drop any command you want. Let's say I want this assembly command. From here, I will move it and drag and drop it over here. This is how easily you can customize your heads up toolbar. I will click on OK, and now once we are back into this mode, I will show you these features over here. Here you can see we have the open feature. In order to open any part you want, we have the save feature. If I go to the drop down of save, you can see that we have three options over here: either save, save as, and publish to eDrawings. Save will simply save the part, save as will save it with the name you want, and you can also alter with the document format. Next, if I move my icon over here, or you move my cursor on this over here, it will show me the location at which this part has been saved. Let me, for example, save it. I will click on save and I will save it over here. Let's say if I save it over here, and now if I move my cursor over it, you can see it is showing me the location wherein it has been saved. So this is how you can simply find out the location of the part you're working with. These are handy things that you need to know. Now let's move to the windows, or rather the view pane over here. In the view pane, you can see that these are in the home part of the view pane, or rather SolidWorks resources. You can see these are the resources provided by SolidWorks, and you can access them from here directly. Next we have the design library. As I have told you previously that SolidWorks has an immense, or rather huge collection of standard components. You can see from here we can load any sorts of components we want. Let's say from here if I go to parts and go to hardware, you can see that we have standard components like cotter pin, flange bolt, gear, nut, and all sorts of things which I can use directly. I will drag and drop it onto my screen so that I don't have to create them separately. Next over here we have the file explorer, wherein we can launch, or rather access any files we want. Next over here we have the file properties tab, or the view palette. We have the view palette over here. This would be used in drawings. Now since we are not into the drawing mode, this will not be accessed. If I click on it, you can see that it is not being accessed. Next we have the appearance tab in the view pane. This helps you set your appearance to the way you want it. Next we have the custom properties tab. These are the custom properties that I have created previously, so they are being shown over here. Now this is the SolidWorks forum. You can access the forum from here. This was it for the task pane. Now let's say you've learned about how to add tools to this toolbar over here, and also this heads up toolbar. But let's say what if you wanted to add an extra tab? For that, what you do over here is that you simply right click on any of these tabs or any of this space over here. You click on tabs, and here it will show you what tabs have been added over here. Let's say if I want to remove the sketch tab from here, I will simply click on sketch over here, and you can see that the sketch tab has been removed. In order to add it again, I will simply right click, go to tabs and select sketch. Once I have selected sketch and made sure that the sketch tab is ticked and that it is selected, you can see that the sketch tab has been added over here. You can also change some of the settings for this part document. For that, you will click on options over here, and it will take you to the settings for this document. Here in the system options, you can see that we can edit the settings for options like drawings. You can read through this and then customize your drawing format accordingly. Let's say if you want to go to display, you can change your display settings. Let's say if you want to specify your document properties. For example, if you want to specify how your annotations should be, you want to specify your units, you can change them from here. You can go to your model display, how do you want the models to be displayed, material properties, and so on. This is how you can access the settings tab for your document properties. I will click on OK and exit the settings tab. This was a quick introduction to the user interface of SolidWorks and where all we can find all the tabs or all the tools that we require. I hope you understood how do we open a new part or rather create a new part, and how do we access all the tools that we want. Another way of accessing the tools is by simply searching it over here. You can simply click on search command, type in your tool and search for it directly. I hope everything that was shown to you in this video was understood quite well. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.